Um, we could probably get started. Thanks everybody for hopping on. This is our final session for the 2020 virtual annual meeting. It's been a little bit of a wild ride, a little different, but nice to see everybody virtually. Hopefully in the fall, we'll get to see everybody in person, fingers crossed. But this, I think, has gone pretty well, and we're excited to wrap things up with our friends from the lottery, who we've had a very close relationship with for many, many years. And this is a Pennsylvania Lottery update, and we're lucky to have Drew Svitko, who's the executive director of the lottery, and Eric Grubbs as well, who is an integral part of their sales team, their outreach and management team as well. We work very closely with him. And Drew's has more than 20 years of experience in lottery and gaming, and he's served as executive director of the lottery since 2015. He's also presented at prior PFMA conferences, and so we're happy to welcome him back. With that, welcome, Drew.
Thanks, Alex. You know, my colleague Eric is up there as well. Eric has, even though he may look younger than I, he's not, and he has significantly more experience. Eric has over 30 years experience at the Pennsylvania Lottery. So we've been doing this for a while, and we know our business very well, and we love our business. We love working with retailers, and we love working collaboratively to do our good work, which is benefit older Pennsylvanians. You know, benefiting older Pennsylvanians every day isn't just a tagline for us. It is why we do what we do, and we are passionate about it. It's something we talk a lot about at headquarters, well, remotely now, but it is absolutely front and foremost. And we thank you all for helping us generate more than $1 billion in profit every year for the last 8 years, I think. More than $1 billion profit for those programs for older Pennsylvanians. So that's exciting stuff. With that, I'm gonna go into presentation mode here and you know, Alex talked about our partnership that we've had, our relationship that we've had with PFMA for many years, and it is just that. And we really do understand and appreciate how much our retail network, particularly you all, do for us and the good cause that we work for. So again, I say thank you. What Eric and I want to do here is just go over some initiatives, sort of a plan of things to come and what we have going on now, and then open it up to questions. So with that, talk about our growth strategies. You know, we've been really focusing on the same 4 things for a couple years now, and it's CRUM, and I jokingly, and it drives our marketing people nuts, but I jokingly refer to it as being a crummy lottery. CRUM is convenient, relevant, ubiquitous, and modern. We want to be convenient for players to play, but also for retailers to sell our product. We want to be relevant, right? Deliver a relevant product in a relevant way to a whole new generation of lottery players. It's what we need to do to responsibly grow the lottery. As a matter of fact, it's the most responsible thing we could do, is to attract new players. Ubiquitous, we want to be everywhere. Everywhere people are looking for entertainment, we want to be there and present our product as an option. And modern, we want to embrace technology and help and use technology to help us generate more funds for older Pennsylvanians. I think right now, in the days and months and weeks and months of COVID, technology is, I think we're all realizing how important and how much we rely on technology. It's allowing us to do things like this, which is great. And it has allowed us to continue to build our player base, even though you know, we've been on lockdown for quite some time. So a big part of that plan, a big part of our plan every year is the retailer incentive program. And we've talked about this before. And if you're not familiar with this, I hope people on your team are. Our retailer incentive program has really three big components. We call it the three-legged stool of retailer compensation, right? Whoops. So we have a sales bonus, and that is really year-over-year growth. And basically, it works from a mile high. It works pretty simply. If you help us hit our goal, you should make more money. And so if we have a 4% sales growth goal, and if you hit 4% year over year, and I think that's based on quarterly sales. If you hit 4% growth, you get more commission. So that is, and it's 5.75% if you hit 4%. If you do really well and generate 8% growth year over year, we double that extra commission and you get 6.5% commission. And that's on all lottery sales, and that's for the entire quarter. So that's a real huge, great opportunity for you to make more money by embracing the lottery and just helping us hit our goals and generate more money for older Pennsylvanians. We also have the best practices, and these are 10 best practices that we know, not just here in Pennsylvania, but across the industry. And a lot of them apply to retail as well. You know, things like signage and customer service issue and displaying the product and that kind of stuff. It extends, you know, beyond lottery sector to retail in general. But those best practices, you have the opportunity, if you participate in those, to earn more money for your store as well, earn some bonus compensation. And then we have quarterly bonus, promotion bonuses. So we figure out what promotions or what products we're going to promote for a given quarter, and we structure a promotion around there. And often it's double commission or sometimes even triple commission behind those. So that's again, if you're not familiar with the retailer incentive program, last year we spent, let me see, I think about, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, $25 million, roughly $25 million in incremental compensation to retailers just through this program.
That's correct, Drew. That's exactly correct. You know, one of the things that, you know, our sales reps have gone out and talked to all of the store owners, and in the beginning of the quarter, give them their goal. And not only do they just drop the goal sheet off and say good luck with it, they actually try to work in these top 10 best practices that we have, you know, in this program. And if you have a store that's doing over $100,000 a week this new fiscal year, we may be able to compensate you for putting tickets on counter, putting signage up, creating a winter awareness area, and scratch tables. So our reps will be out talking to you in this new fiscal year to help you reach that baseline goal through some of these best practices.
And Eric, just to clarify, you said $100,000 per week. That's per quarter?
I'm sorry, that's $100,000 per quarter.
Okay, all right. That would be a lot of lottery sales.
I agree. I apologize.
Yep. All right. So with that, so we talk about those things, and those are, you know, ways that we want to help you grow your compensation, while at the same time helping us generate more money for older Pennsylvanians. And, you know, early on, earlier I talked about convenience, right? And relevance and modern, and ubiquitous. I talked about those growth strategies that we have. And really one of the big things we did 2 years ago was to launch an internet platform, launch our iLottery program. And our online sales program is designed, and I've talked about it in the past and with PFMA members, but want to just reiterate that what goes on in brick and mortar is the most important thing to us at Lottery. What we use the internet platform for is to expand our player base, develop a relationship with them, and drive them into stores. Now that sounds like just talk, but it's already happening. We're having tremendous success sending offers to people who play online and have them walk into stores and make an incremental purchase. So the internet platform is an incredible tool for us, just as it is for many of you who have a digital platform and a website and a VIP players. Well, we have VIP players club, you have frequent shoppers club. We do that to build the community and then interact with them online and drive them into stores to make purchases. So with that, we give players a reason to go in because we sell web cash, right? Or we offer web cash for you to sell. Web cash, again, is an online or an iLottery funding mechanism. So it's sold out of the lottery terminal in your store, and players take it to their online account, and they get a bonus for buying in the store. So you spend $20 in the store, we give you $25 in play online, and that's really to provide players a reason to walk in the stores and buy iLottery products. But we also have an affiliate program, a customer referral program, and we're already sharing revenue with retailers who have signed up for these programs. And if you haven't, this is really easy money. It's not a ton of money, but it's money. I mean, for some retailers, some of our affiliates are generating as much as $15,000 a month. Now that's a crazy amount of money. That's not that's not normal, but some of our best affiliates are generating that much incremental revenue. So, you know, I think a more reasonable expectation is much lower than that, but it's really for very little effort. So the way that iLottery customer referral program works is we have 3 revenue sharing options, and it's really to provide flexibility based upon feedback from some PFMA members. We retooled our program to include some other options. So the current offer, or the one we've had in place for 2 years, is to allow for profit sharing and for an online presence, and that's if you put our the links to our iLottery program on your website or on your emails or your VIP Players Club, your Frequent Shoppers Club, and players sign up through that online mechanism, you get 20% of the profit that we make from that player for a period of 2 years. For the first 2 years, you get 20% of the profit that we make. And if you're not able to have those resources online and through the digital means, you can still participate through brochures, through the offline model that we have listed here. And that's brochures that have a code on them. And if a player picks up that code and enters it online when they sign up for iLottery, you get 10% of the profit for two full years. And those are, you know, again, with the web cash, the sales of web cash, that is a great opportunity to promote iLottery, because that's someone who you know is going to go play. So it's a good opportunity to hand them a brochure, because that's all you have to do. You hand them that brochure, or you have it sitting at the lottery scratch table or a lottery display area in your store. We also have a couple new customer referral program revenue sharing options. One is just a cost per or a commission per acquisition. CPA. So when a new player signs up, you can just automatically get, when a new player signs up that you have referred to us, you get $75 upfront, and that's it. No revenue share moving forward, but you get $75 right at that moment. And then we also have a hybrid option that has a little bit of both. So in the case of a digital sign up or a digital referral, that's $50 for every first FTD is first time depositor. So that's somebody who has not had an account, and you get them to come to visit iLottery and sign up, and they make a deposit. That's $50 per first time depositor plus 10% profit share for the first 2 years. And for the online model, it's half that. It's $25 per first time depositor and a 5% profit share for the first 2 years. So again, iLottery is meant to responsibly grow the lottery, right? To responsibly grow profits for older Pennsylvanians, and that's what it's all about. But we are using it as a tool to build a relationship with players and drive them in the store to make incremental purchases. Last year, we sold about, I think about let's say $4 billion in sales. And that was all at retail, right? $4 billion at retail. And next year, this year, we need another $4 billion. And the year after this, we're going to need another $4 billion. So iLottery is a very small part of our business. It's a strategic tool for us to build relationships with players, to strengthen our retail sales. So I hope you embrace it and help us grow that program, because it will absolutely, and we're seeing it already, drive more people into your store. But that's not the only thing we're doing, right? We have this graphic represents a plan that we have to integrate, to fully integrate both sides of our business, right? The digital side, the online side, and the brick and mortar retail side. We want to drive online players into stores, and we want to drive retail players to our online products as well. So we're doing a few things. So working from the top online players and moving to the right clockwise, Red Hot Keno and Keno. So this is an example of promotions that we've done where players play online. They might play Red Hot Keno online, and we send them a coupon for brick and mortar Keno, and we got over 25% redemption rate, coupon redemption rate of over 25%. And I know a little bit about retail, and I know that a 25% redemption rate is incredibly high. I think, you know, our best programs, when we do mailers, our best programs are in the 10 to 12% range, even at the highest, but typically significantly lower. But I also know that, you know, direct mail and some other couponing efforts, 2 or 3% is more standard. But we get 25% redemption rates when we send a coupon to somebody who's played online for a product in stores. So that's an example of how we know we're having a tremendous effect driving people into stores. We also have a prepaid debit card, and this is the ability to, or Eric, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. We're working on this. We're not. We haven't done that yet. We're working
That's
on.
correct.
Okay, thanks. We're working on that prepaid debit card, and we're going to load. It gives us the ability to load lottery winnings for people to play online, or use that card to make purchases at retail as well. One of the other things we're doing is integrating different kind of payments. In the future, we're going to have a lottery wallet, and we're working toward this lottery wallet will enable you to play in stores using your app, your Pennsylvania Lottery app, or even cash a ticket. Maybe you buy a Powerball ticket and you win, you know, $10 on a Powerball ticket in stores. You'll be able to scan that winning ticket in with your lottery app and use that money either to play iLottery online or to turn around and use that mobile device and that iLottery app to buy in stores as well, whether from our equipment, our vending equipment, or directly from retailers. So in terms of driving retail players to online, we talked about the affiliate program, the revenue sharing options that we have. We're also, you know, having a number of cross promotions, and we continue to do these and having a lot of success, particularly with licensed properties. You know, we have things like James Bond and Grumpy Cat and these other licensed brands that we use in our online product offering as well as in-store offerings. And again, it's to drive retail players to the online platform and to drive online players into retail stores. And then we talked about the web cache, and this is where, again, retailers sell an online funding mechanism in the stores, but also earn commission and give retailers the ability to sign people up for that. So again, a lot of things we're working on to fully integrate the two sides of our business, the digital side of our business and the brick and mortar retail side of our business. And it's something we are absolutely committed to doing and want to continue to build year after year. And then finally, we want you to, in this time of COVID and how we have all had to be nimble and react to really unprecedented market conditions, and the effect that that's had on our businesses as a whole. We're suggesting that you consider curbside ticket sales. As you offer curbside delivery for other products, know that we are committed to and want to offer lottery products as well. And it certainly gives you an opportunity to differentiate yourself from some of your competitors, and bundle products together to grow your profits. So curbside ticket sales are again an opportunity that we see for you to grow and for you to earn more commission and help us help older Pennsylvanians. Eric, anything else about curbside ticket sales?
Yeah, Drew. So, that's one of the things that, if you read any article that's out there in the trade magazines, that apparently when you change customers' behavior and they get used to, using your app and using curbside pickup, this is another opportunity for incremental sales. And what we've explored is that we are working with some retailers in developing this into their app. We've talked with Instacart, and they're very open to adding those into Instacart. And really, we're developing the program so that we can just sell through that app and bundle some products together, which we know that our players really enjoy. A couple other things, Drew, just to mention that we formed over 2 years ago the Lottery Sales Advisory Council, and I know some members that are on the call today have sat in on that advisory council, and it's important to hear your feedback and collaborate with you so that we can grow our business together. We'll be doing those in the upcoming fiscal year remotely, in the beginning of the fiscal year remotely. So if you are interested in sitting on that panel, please reach out to Drew or myself. I believe we'll have some contact information at the end of the presentation. We're always willing to open that up. And another thing is that I know that we've had some civil unrest in some of the bigger cities, and I know we've been working hand in hand with some of the PFMA members to hopefully clean up their stores, get new equipment out there, and we've been delivering dispensers and so forth. So if there's anything in addition that we need to do to help you during that time or during this time, please again reach out to us, and we'll be very accommodating to replace your equipment and so forth. Also, I just wanted to make mention that during this fiscal year coming up, that we are going to be getting a new system contract and a new scratch ticket distribution project. It's the biggest procurement to date for the state. It's a 10-year program, and we are moving through that process. So regardless of who wins the contract, there will be a new system. There'll be training classes for you in this next fiscal year for you and your clerks to understand the new equipment. It's not that big of a change, as a lot of the time, it really doesn't matter whose vendor it is, they have similar equipment, but we'll be doing that in the next fiscal year as well.
And so there was a question from Sandy Brown about how curbside works. I don't know, Eric, if you want to talk about that, or if you just want to follow up offline to explain how that, if you can hit it from a mile high.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry I didn't see that in the chat. Yeah. So basically, how in the simplest form is that we just want to be a product just like your bananas or your ground meat, right? When you get into the app and order it, we will have certain amount of bundle prices in there, whether it's $10, $20, $25, $55 or whatever the case may be. Your picker in the store would be able to pick the tickets, put it in an envelope, add it to the order. They will pay for it just the same way they would pay for any other products. And when your curbside delivery person just needs to age verify that individual and put it in their trunk.
Great. All right. Well, folks, with that, I think we might have a couple minutes to answer any questions. If anybody has any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. Either I'm not sure if you can say them live or if you just Go ahead, Alex.
I was going to say, so you saw the one about curbside, obviously. I don't see any others. Do others have questions?
Okay. Well,
I will. I'll pull a right of personal privilege, presidential personal privilege here, and ask a question.
Great.
Do you? What do you foresee as far as additional expansion online? Do you see different games, or when we're talking about kind of the machines, the VLT machines? Are you looking to bring those in more places? What do you see kind of the future of both the online and then integrating more inside the stores, allowing retailers to participate in more of those kind of different newer programs?
Yeah, good question. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, we do. What we've seen, particularly, we added Powerball and Mega Millions. Those were our first draw games to be sold online. And what we're seeing is that we're able to reach new players. So these are people, some of these are players that have never played the lottery before, but it's suddenly more convenient. And that's a great thing, because then we have a relationship and we can drive them into store. So we do plan to add other products to the online platform. And again, it's really to make a richer experience for the player, so that we can get more people signed up, so we can have a relationship with them and use our platform that we're already having success with to drive people into stores. As far as equipment, Eric talked about. He touched on the implementation of a new system. We are in the process of going through an RFP, and at the end of that, it will result in a new gaming system and all new equipment. So we expect to have new vending equipment and new types of vending equipment available as well. I think by and large, that convenience is going to be first and foremost in our mind while we're designing the new platform, because when we were writing the RFP, we absolutely are aware of the challenges and the demands on retailers' time. So we are striving to design a new platform that makes it even more convenient to sell our product, with less time spent on sort of the paperwork side of running lottery.
Yeah, Drew, and I think it's important to also mention, that redemption rate on the coupons that we have through iLottery into brick and mortar is astounding. I mean, the amount of people, and especially these new customers who were able to drive into brick and mortar, is quite amazing. I mean, as you noted, and I think it's just worth repeating, is that we never see redemption rates that high in any other category that I've been associated with in the 31 years that I've been with lottery. This channel, this omni-channel approach, really does drive new players into retail, and it's an opportunity for you not only to sell them other items, but also for us to be able to sell them products that they can't get in the iLottery platform.
Any other questions? All right, I'm just typing a note here myself. All right. Well, Alex.
So I was just going to say, yeah, thank you guys very much for the information and the presentation. If anyone has questions on any of the programs or any of kind of the opportunities that are out there. We've worked very closely with Drew and Eric over the years, developing a lot of these, and actually have seen some pretty substantial returns for retailers who are participating. And some of it is just kind of reaching out and asking the questions. And, the more time, the more energy, the more effort you put into it, I think the more you get out of it. And especially with people coming back to work and back in the stores, I think things are going to start heating up again, hopefully, for everyone with the economy, and more money to spend, and hopefully playing the lottery more and visiting the stores more. So
yeah, I will say
in
that along those lines, Alex, I will say we have had, and I think your members have felt it. We've had an incredible run over the last couple months. Some of our best weeks, as a matter of fact, last week was our second best scratch off sales week in our entire 49-year history. Second best, beating weeks, holiday weeks, beating weeks in which we had $1 billion Powerball jackpot. It really is incredible. People are out shopping, and they know the lottery brand. They trust us. And again, I just want to say thank you for selling our product. Thanks for what you do for us every day to help us generate more money for those critical senior programs, which are needed now more than ever. So thanks again.
Yeah, thank you guys. And if you have questions, feel free to contact us or contact Eric and Drew directly. And, they're always willing to chat. So thanks for taking the time, guys, and, appreciate it. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Thanks a bunch. Take care.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.